Alright, hello and welcome to Gateway, our YouTube channel. We're doing another battle vid. We've done like 2 of these before. For this one, we have actual cards in real life. And we decided to do a dice roll to see what deck we have to play, because we have 4 of them. We had 4 of them on hand.
I ended up getting the
Elder Bees.
the Sparkflies, yep, with a splash of the Great Elders.
We call those Elder Bees in the business. And then I got to play Sky Warriors. So we both just played decks that we play anyways, which was funny. But yeah, rolled a 1 and then rolled a 2.
3, actually.
Was it 3?
Yep.
3 or 2? 2. Because we only had 3 decks left.
Oh, yeah, we had 3 decks left.
So the other choices are Curse Worms and Moths, which maybe we'll play later. I don't know. I'm on the left side, as you can see our names, and then Damikoss is on the right side.
And I'm rocking that beautiful slime mat with all the
Custom-made
zones.
slime mat with all the zones. But yeah, now we're just going to get everything prepped up, our gates in place and all that. So I think both of us have a Cloud Gate. Oh, that's the HP, by the way. So another change.
Oh, yeah.
Or just one change that happened. There's been 3 changes, I believe, since the last battle vid that we did. 1, we added a mulligan at the start of the very start of the game. 2, 15 HP, and instead of 20, and then 3 helpers can block damage.
The difference of
their level to
Yep.
the damage. It's a whole thing. You can watch the how to play if you need to. So, I'm pretty sure my deck has Cloudgate Berserkers, because we actually don't show them. We just play them straight down. So it's Cloudgate Berserkers, I believe Trapped, and then Graveyard Gate. Do you know what you had?
Yeah, I had Infested, Cloud, Trapped, and Graveyard.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's my Cloudgate, because that usually goes down first. Then that was Graveyard. Then that's Berserkers, and then all the way on the right side is Trapped. And those are the base gates that we made, so that's where helpers, artifacts, and all those go. Alright, so there is the high roll. I rolled a 4, and I think you got a 2 or 3.
I got a 1.
Oh, 1.
Yeah, I think I just saw it was a 1.
Oh, God.
So we've drawn the starting hands.
Starting hands. So, this is where the mulligan happens. So you draw 5, and at the start of your turn, you draw your 6th card.
First strike, Hive's Crown, Sparkflight Attendants.
And other
I
stuff.
think that was a keychain and Hour of Gold.
Yeah. So here we're just showing off our hands. I attempted and completely missed. So that was like Jumpstart, Corbin, I think, Tira, other stuff. And now we're going in for the mulligan.
For the selective mulligan, which is you choose the cards you want to put back, and then you draw the same amount. I put back the attendant, and I drew an attendant, which was bad.
I think I also had a Merlin in hand, so I think I put in a Tira and a Merlin, because those are both things that you want to be milled from top deck, so you can actually get their effects. You don't really need those in hand.
Yep.
And now we go for a cut, so neither of us cheat. I mean, we're not going to cheat in our own battle vid, but it's just a thing you do in card games.
It's a courtesy, you know.
Courtesy. Alright, actually, I mulliganed a lot.
You got a first strike keychain jumpstart. Probably a Corbin.
Yeah. Alright, so here we open up our Cloud Gate, which is usually what everyone opens up first. Keychain, perfect. We're also using dice to keep track of our gate levels.
Keychain is met with Hour Gold, so he doesn't get that extra level.
So now we have a level 1 Cloud Gate and negating a keychain, which is annoying, but yeah. Alright, so first strike, that's going to search a Corbin. That's the only level 1 I run in this deck. So how Corbin works for the Skyward archetype is that he is kind of your combo starter. I say kind of because they have failed a reaction, which is an action quirk that does kind of the same thing. So failed reaction mills 3 from the top of your deck, and then if you mill 3 from an effect that isn't failed reaction, any failed reactions in your discard get added to your hand.
Yep.
So the ideal play is use a bunch of failed reactions, get any effects that you get from self-milling, and then use a Corbin, bring them all back, do it all again. So they're a very good like burst damage combo archetype, and I find that really fun. So I play them a lot. I played Corbin.
You do play the Corbin for the draw.
I forgot that I did that. Yeah, I played that just for the draw, because I'm assuming my hand was pretty bad.
Pass turn, I draw. I think I also open Cloud here. Yep.
It's the ideal opening play for like most decks, is if you have Cloud. So
Keychain.
I don't actually run an Arrow Gold, so I can't do the same crap you do.
And I opened Infested, which is really good because all the bees are insect types. Mm-hmm. So I do get...
Any bee you play there gets buffed by at least 25 on both stats, and then up to 100 on both stats.
First strike for the worker. I'm pretty sure I play that to draw a card on Cloud as well.
Oh, deck upside down, cheating.
Yeah, bottom deck Excavate. I draw for Cloud.
Then I think you go into a queen here. I don't remember.
No, I don't think I go queen until the very late game.
Okay, yeah. So that swings for damage. Does it kill itself to get 2?
No, I don't do this on this turn.
All right, so turn is passed.
One poke.
We're referring to there is that worker, since it stings like a bee. Once it attacks, it's allowed to send itself to the discard and deal an extra damage, because bees break their stingers and die when they stab you.
So Corbin goes into my worker, which kills it, and then that's end of turn. I draw.
It's a lot. There's a lot of passing in Sky Warriors, but it's just it's made up for because you have a lot of times where in just one turn you can do 10 damage.
The first crown goes down.
The second
crown goes down.
2 crowns. Okay, jump start. That is a draw 2. Alright. And then
my hand, yep.
Anything you play, any Sparkfly that you play right now will net you 2 tokens, which is actually really good.
Counters.
Actually. Whoops. Which means that any Queen Bee you play, no matter what effect, has it online.
Yep. So I do first strike for another worker again. I play it, draw for Cloud.
And so the way that
I go into an attendant here.
Okay.
Yep.
So the way that Queen Bee works is it's an union, and it needs 1 Sparkfly Warrior, which are those 2 you see up top, any of those, and there's a third one as well, and a Hive's Crown. And then it can remove 2 of the what are called buzz counters, trigger a certain effect depending on which bee you used for its material. So attendant, and they also all kind of follow the same theme. You'll understand in a second once I explain.
Attendant goes into the Corbin. I'm not sure why I didn't go for a direct attack here, but...
Oh yeah, actually true.
Yeah, so worker does deal 2 damage. It pops itself.
Oh, and then we see the Elder part of this deck come down.
Yep.
So that Elder specifically negates the effects of any adjacent warriors, which means any warriors in the gates to its left or right.
Yep. In order to play him on your opponent's field, though, you have to discard every single card in your hand that is not an Elder. But as I showed, I had another Zealous on hand. So
you do have to reveal your hand every time you play it, just to kind of prove that the stuff you didn't discard is an Elder. But yeah, as I was saying, the Queen Bee has different effects depending on what bee uses its material. So Attendant heals you up to the amount of HP that your opponent has. So let's say you have 8 and your opponent has 12. You heal 4 HP, go to 12. Then Worker destroys warriors on your opponent's side of the field until you control the same amount of warriors. So if they have 3 warriors, you have 1. You can destroy 2 of their warriors. And then if...
That is 5 damage to the face.
5 damage.
So
that is the danger of giving Elders, the Great Elders. Because they're all pretty high level. I believe they're level 3.
4 and 5, I'm pretty sure.
No. It's level 3, and either 2 level 3s or 2 level 4s, and then 1 level 3. Or
point is a really high level, which means
point is really high level, yeah, which means you're taking a lot of damage, but you're also getting a really good effect. And then as I was saying, lastly, Architect, which draws you up to the amount of cards that your opponent has in their hand. So it's just about equalizing resources, which is why the Great Elder combination, Great Elder B combination came about in the first place, because you can use a Great Elder, discard a bunch, and then use the Architect Queen Bee effect to draw a lot more.
Swinging axes on an Architect.
I don't remember why I did that. I think it was just to avoid a queen, because I didn't want you to heal.
Oh, I see. But it was
only I was gonna go in with I was gonna go in with a lot of damage, and then I didn't want you to heal that out back up.
Yeah. The reason I run the Yellow Elder Zillus, it's because it has the lowest toughness of all of them. So I'm pretty much guaranteed to kill it the next turn, and I think I do that here. Yep. So I don't want to take another 5 damage.
I actually didn't think about the toughness here, because it only has 100, and I was expecting it to live. But basically anything you played could have killed it.
Yep.
But now anything around it on its adjacent gates gets negated, and you have another Zillus. Yep.
I give him the Zillus because he needs an open leveled gate for the ace of this deck, Robin. And I don't want him to play the Robin, so I'm taking up the only gate he has opened, so he doesn't get to play.
So Robin, what he does is that he plays himself when he's milled, and so using the Corbin whole combo that I was explaining before, you can kind of dig your entire deck for a Robin. And as Damikos said, an open leveled gate, which means that it has to be level 3, which is the level that Robin is. So normally placing on gates effect, just ignore levels, but Robin specifically doesn't, since he mentions an open leveled gate.
My Zillus does go out. I think I'm out of hand right now. Yep, just one single card.
And I think I remember what that single card was.
It was the Architect.
That's the Architect. Okay, so you're going to see a great play here.
Yep.
Which is a big strength of this
the Architect's inherent effect is I can search for another beat card. It's another Sparkfly.
Whenever it's played, yeah. Most of our searchers that are warriors are on play.
Yep. Funny thing is, most searchers are level 1, but Architect is a level 2.
Oh, one thing actually. So Damikos searched that attendant that you see, and then just forgot to pick it up.
Yep, I completely forgot about it, and so it's there for at least 3 seconds.
At least 3 seconds. It sat there for a little while, I think.
For at least a whole minute.
So
I'm pretty sure. This is where
that's supposed to be in his hand.
The Architect pops off,
right?
Because Sparrow at this point has 8 cards in hand, and I only have 1, so that means I get to draw 7 cards.
I got a lot of cards in hand because 1, I haven't been playing many cards, as you can see, and then 2, all the Zillus trigger my Cloud Gate, because that's what he's been placing them on. So every time he's played a Zillus, I draw another card. Yep. And so you had about 2 cards in hand. No, 1 card in hand.
Oh, and I actually just noticed it's a misplay. I drew 7 cards when I should have drawn 6 because the attendant.
Because you completely forgot about it. That's fine, though. I don't think that made too much of a difference.
Affection arrow, so I do take the Zillus back till the end of the turn.
Yeah, he ended up going +7 there because of that effect, which is insane. But yeah, he's taking the Zillus back, which does negate his queen effect, but it's already been used, so it does not matter.
Yep, and I go for a
total 6 damage total. I'm going to be at 6 HP. So 4 difference.
When Zillus does go back, you do get a cloud activation, but I'm not sure if you do go for that one.
I might have just completely forgotten about it, honestly. I'm not sure if I did.
And the attendant is still on the field for some
reason. Still sitting there. You picked it up. Let's
go. Finally back to the hand with another crown. I think you drew for turn.
Did I take back Zillus?
No, I think you do take it back, but we noticed.
I think I do it later. Yeah.
So I do negate another keychain, discarding the crown.
Jesus. All right, so I think my plan here was just. Oh, okay, yeah, that works. My plan here was to just dig for a Robin now that I have a level 3 gate. Tira hopefully as well, and just try to go for big damage. Okay, now we get it back, which means that I can't play my Robin, which is a big problem here, since I don't have the leveled gate for it. All I have is a level 2. But if my keychain didn't get negated, actually, I would have still had a level 3.
Yep.
Hero Gold gets big value here.
And I got lucky because I'm pretty sure I only run 2 of those in the deck.
Serious? Whoa. Actually, that's insane.
So opening one and then negating both keychains is pretty good to slow down this guys. I do take 3 damage here though. Pretty close, 76.
We've both been focusing the center a lot too. Because we both only have, well, me, I'm kind of forced to because I need that level 3 gate as fast as possible. But you've just been focusing on the middle 2 gates.
Yep, because actually bees don't need that many gates open
right
to do that much damage. Oh, speaking of, I opened another one.
Okay, what is that one?
That is
gate.
Trapped Gate, yep.
Okay, Excavate going in for Hive Shroud, I believe. I don't think you run another
No,
artifacts.
I don't have another one because I used one for the queen. I have 2 in play, and then
this is where you wasted the Excavate, right?
Yep.
So yeah, he played it, didn't end up having a target to search, so it just goes to Black Hole without actually doing anything.
Yep.
I guess you get to look at your deck, but not much else.
I play Worker.
And Worker comes down.
On trap.
Now, Worker is like a surprisingly good card with that extra damage effect that we mentioned earlier.
For draw.
Because on paper, all it does is just give you like level 2 worth of damage. Yep. But like the amount of times I've lost to a Worker just killing itself and doing the exact amount of damage needed to win is insane. This is where we're checking if it's game over yet, and it is.
I got 9 counters.
Just about.
6 actually, right? 1, 2.
Oh, Elden Automaton. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I don't have another target.
You don't have another Elder. You wasted 2 searchers in this turn, which is funny. Elden Automaton is actually a really good card though. So if it lets you search a Great Elder, and then if it's played that turn, you get to draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Which sounds really strong. You get like search and draw 2 cards. But the Great Elders have you discard your hand if you want to play them on your opponent's field, and if you play them on your field, now you have to deal with the negative effect.
Yep.
So that draw 2 is pretty balanced in my opinion. I'm not sure what you're doing. I think you're just thinking through your plays. But I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just counting the damage at this point, which is game.
It is game. Which is the only way this wouldn't be game is if I was playing blue Pixie Dust, which I don't, obviously.
Yeah, you do run on Skies. I don't think you drew it though.
Oh, do I? Wait, yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, I do.
Dust.
So I do have blue Pixie Dust. I don't think I drew into it though. Otherwise, I wouldn't have lost this game. Spoiler. Oh, okay. So we can see your hand here actually. Excavate. It was one of the Bs, and then the Great Elder.
2 for damage. 2,
and then last one
5
killing itself, on Worker, and then that's game.
Pop and.
So after this, I try to show what I would have done. So that the Zillist spam is actually a lot better than I might have thought, because if you saw the start, I had the jump start, which would have drawn me quite a lot if I just didn't have the Zillist. And then from that, just spam failed reaction, Corbin, Honeybee until I get into a Robin. I could actually go for multiple Robins at this point because I would have had 2 level 2 gates. I had the Rara Greatsword, which actually, yeah, that would have just about been game next turn.
Yeah. Well.
So, yeah, that's it. We have our Discord. I was gonna promote our YouTube, but that's what you're on. So, we have our Discord in the description. We have our Twitch. Damicos streams some like drawing every once in a while. And check those out if you want to play the game. It's a pretty good game in my opinion.
Not biased.
Not biased at all. And check it out. Hope you liked the video. And that's all. Goodbye.
Peace.